Listen to the serene bubble of lava. Wait, lava. Where am I? What's going on? Ah, hell. Welcome. Welcome to season 40. Yeah, that's right. Big old 40. Monumental Victory. We're on like 700 and episode 700 and something. I don't recall the count off the top of my head, but we're pretty high up there on the count. But I decided for season 40 we'd do something a little special, a little different from our previous experiences. Traditionally, Monumental Victory has never played a single mini CTM, although some of them have felt mini-ish in nature, with just how quickly we're able to complete them and stuff like that. Mostly it's a lot of the older maps that are, I wouldn't say dated, but they are definitely a lot easier now than they were back in the day. Yeah. I had asked the CTM community on Discord, what CTM should I do next for Monumental Victory? And I got two answers. It was Sea of Cinders by Moldybread, or Moldy, as it's commonly referred to. We are on normal difficulty, and lock it. But this is a mini CTM, or medium CTM. There's 7 wall objectives, Emerald Block versus, I would say this is closer to maybe a medium CTM instead of a mini CTM. So I've never played a medium CTM or even a mini CTM on, let me get back here. Uh-huh. What are you? What are you hiding? Thanks, Wally. Never played a non-full-scale CTM on Monument Victory, so I decided I would do something a little different this time. Okay. But it was the vote between... Oh, there's a spot over there. It was kind of a vote between 2 maps that the community was giving us. It was it Calamity Canyon by Render. We've obviously played a couple Render maps before. They were all awesome. It's not a lighting. What was lighting up? Glitch. Iron. Helm of the Heroes. I'm super suspicious of everything being cursed minus 10 max health. That's not a Helm of a Hero. That's a half-heart hero. Or half-health hero? Yeah, hell with that. But we played 2 of Render map. Right? We played, 2 of his maps. I think it was 2. I don't recall it being 3. I'm trying to think. We went to Corona Trials. Not Silverfish. Okay, that's good. We did Corona Trials. Yeah, we've done 2 Render maps. God, I keep wanting to think it's 3, but God, I don't remember now. I have to go look. Pretty sure we've done an LP of 2 Renders maps, at the very least. The old age is kicking in. Moldy, we've done. I think we've done one of Moldy's maps. I don't remember. It's too early in the morning to remember these things. But yeah, if I haven't done an LP of Moldy's map, which I'm 100% sure I've done one of Moldy's map. I have played a bunch of his maps, or a bunch of his like mini CTMs and maps in general on a live stream, so I'm quite familiar with both of these map makers, and they make fantastic maps. So I'm actually exceptionally excited about playing this. And I'm farming all this cobble and such, and I have not even made it to a safe location. Well, at the very least, it will give us supplies to do stuff like, I want an axe. I can make an axe. So I can take that chest. And be happy. Throw these horrid helmets into the lava. It's unbreakable, too, so you're not losing that until you die. That's terrible. You're a terrible person, Moldy. Trying to take advantage of the, and actually probably should make a sword, too. Let's make 2 swords. Taking advantage of the poor souls who don't realize it's unbreakable, or that is curse of binding, or don't realize what that is. Horrid person. Horrid person. So yeah, this could be fun. I've heard good things about this map. I think both Render and Moldy kind of... well, Moldy made it, but Renders kind of played it and kind of gave ideas. And I think they kind of pulled ideas off each other. Originally, this was created during a Strawberry Jam. And then kind of later updated and added to, much like Calamity Canyon. If I recall correctly, that was done during a Strawberry Jam, and then kind of upgraded after. Boy, there's going to be a skeleton or something spawning, and it's going to wreck my day. Oh, Jesus, that scared me. Okay. Just a zombie. We can deal with zombie. Zombie, you don't scare me. Oh god, our picker's almost destroyed already. This is what happens. You get super spoiled with playing a Wiggy map, and then you play some normal map, you know, that respects loot. And you're like, ah, where's everything gone? I had stuff. Super OP stuff. And it's all gone. I will miss you, Wiggy Loot. Alright. Extra sword. A couple arrows. Not many, but it's something. Bow on the bar. Okay. It's not Wiggy Loot. It's decent loot. I can't say otherwise. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a pickaxe as well. For backup purposes. Because ours is not looking too hot. It feels like it's been so long since I've used a cobblestone pickaxe. Feels like it's been so long. Alright. Let's just follow the intended route. I know we could probably easily bridge over to there and just deal with stuff from there, but let's just follow the normal route. Ooh, there's cobble. Or not cobble, coal here. See that castle? Don't bridge to it if you don't enjoy dying. Can't say I enjoy dying, so I'm not gonna bridge to it. I can imagine there's like under the lava spawners that just like obliterate your face. It's gonna spawn like gas and stuff that are hate fueled, angry, maybe blazes. You know, just all the worst kind of people. All right. Grab all of the things. We need them. I assume we're going to need them at some point. Let's go ahead and make a few torches. Not that I need them at this specific moment, but it doesn't hurt to have them on the bar for when we do need them. I can only imagine we're going to be going into darker areas here soon, and ones that have less lava lighting. Speaking of that log there, did I miss a log over here? I feel like I missed one. I don't recall. But I did hear that skelly. That unfriendly monstrosity. Are you upstairs? Downstairs? I feel you're down. Oh! Oh, yep, he was right inside me. There was no getting out of him. I feel I would have shrugged that off in that last map with that OP armor we had. This is the curse of doing CTM Let's Plays. You have to readjust to your gear level and go from there. All right, let's run over here to a safer location. At the very least, we didn't lose it in lava or something. That would have been so super sad had we just lost all our stuff right there. Not that we probably couldn't have gotten some new stuff here, but still would have been like, I don't know, buzzkill at the very least. Alright. Got a little more cobble because we're running low from actually using it. Bridging and building stuff. It's always an awkward experience having to replay and restart on a new CTM and be like, all right, let me just grab my iron. Oh, nope, don't have any diamond. Nope. And cobble. Or if the map is a hardcore map, you're like, and wood. I know I've definitely let's played or live streamed CTMs in the past that have been like hardcore stingy on loot, which I actually really enjoyed. It was kind of like a like the first intersection, you only had wood stuff. Second intersection, you got cobble. Third, you finally got iron, and then diamond in the fourth intersection, which is kind of like the ideal plan for Fractured Realms when I eventually get it done. It's kind of hard cap the progression of it, so it's like each intersection you grow in strength versus kind of it's a more step fashion of progression versus kind of the linear progression. The linear progression that a lot of CTMs have, where it's like you start off with wood. By the end of the first intersection, you're at stone. End of the second intersection, you're at iron. End of the third intersection, you're probably at diamond and stuff like that. So, kind of, you have that progression, but I'm going for more hard-lined. Boy, is this going to kill me. Damn you, creeper spawner. You are the worst. You've done this to me. We'll leave a single torch. Just in case. Alright. Okay, that leads over to there where we did see another spawner. There is a little bit of... you know what? I feel it's kind of like almost a spiral. We're just working our way out through the spiral to get to... oh, that is... that, my friend, is a trap. A very, very not nice trap. Moldy. Not nice trap. At least it's not a fall to your death kind of trap, but I saw that gravel. I knew better. This is something you learn with the time, kids. You learn to not trust the map maker. Ever. Let's go ahead. Try to ignore that skeleton. If you get a nice little layer of cobble here, we'll just build a new floor. They can live on their own little floor. We live on a floor. We live on upstairs. There we go. We'll live upstairs. There we go. Okay. We were running a smidgen low on food, so it's nice to be able to see the big pile of wheat. Hay bales will turn into wheat. Yeah. And we can make a whole ton of bread with. How much bread can we make with this? What do we got? 9. Is that like... does that ultimately turn into 9? Oh, no, that's going to turn way more bread than I expected. Yeah, 27. Okay. Sort of what I was leaning towards, because I think you would be able to make 3 bread with each hay bale, which 9 times 3 is 27. Yeah. Well, sucks for you, angry skeleton. Sucks for you. Where we're going? This way? No, the other way. Okay. Well, we got some food. We're slowly getting some useful stuff. Only died once. One more time than we should have. It happens. Happens to the best of us. And always to the worst of us. Alright. I do like the slow, steady progression of this, of kind of, you're slowly building up all your loot and stuff like that. Does make the experience feel really, really nice. I know I've always enjoyed playing moldy maps because they've always been pretty well balanced. And really, we would be deathless had we not, you know, been dumb. And not got caught, like, right in a creeper. As soon as I got into the creeper, I was like, well, I'm dead. Nothing I can do about this. There are just some situations you run into. You go, well, that's it. Wrap it up, boys. Nice slow and steady progression. Making good progress. Now, as long as I don't jump in the lava, we should be good. But at the rate we're going, I'm so gonna lava bath this here soon. So gonna lava bath this. Let's just take everything useful with us. Really, if I was smart, I'd be making little, like, outpost kind of checkpoints, dropping all the stuff in there and then kind of moving forward. Once I've sort of cleared it, moving back, grabbing the stuff, moving it forward kind of thing. That would be the smart way to do it. That's not the rock way to do it. That would be the smart way to do it. Boy. No, 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 no. Which, I don't know why I care if you explode or not. I don't know why I would care if you explode or not. It's just cobblestone. Get in the lava! And actually, that was a surprising amount of creepers. I'm wondering if there's a creeper spawner near this vicinity over here. Or if it's just kind of natural spawns. Good chance it was natural spawns, and that spawner sounds like a skeleton. Whew. Okay, that one is definitely a spawner. The other one, the zombies we could have dealt with, probably. This one is a skeleton. This one's a little harder to deal with. Though we have a shield, but a little harder to deal with. And man, we are running out of cobblestone so damn fast. Okay. Let's grab some more cobble here. More cobbly cob. And I'm actually sort of surprised that Moldy did not put any silverfish blocks within this. I'm going to say that. I'm going to find one. I'm sort of surprised Moldy didn't put really any silverfish blocks within these piles and piles of stone and cobble here. I'm thankful for it. I was kind of surprised. Okay. Let's make a few more torches. There we go. We got 2 iron. Lots of potions and stuff like that. Let's throw some insta health on the bar, which I know is the worst mistake that I can make. Given my habit of throwing potions on accidentally. Yeah, we'll deal with it. Oh, Moldy, you sneaky man. Trying to take advantage of players accidentally, like, clicking past a block and then, like, accidentally punching that obvious prime TNT. What are you? Food low. Not that we had a problem with food, but I will take it. The more the merrier. It'll be good for when we finally set up a base. Hopefully, before we lose all our stuff. We're totally going to lose all our stuff before the base. Boy. I assume these 3 major structures here are kind of where the ultimate, like, dungeons are. Because most of this is just, like, loot, the initial loot loot resourcing. And then you kind of get into the dungeon kind of stuff after. Alright. My creeper. How you doing, my friend? As explosive-y as ever, I suppose. Alright. Easy peasy. It's always surprising how many natural spawns there are on, like, you know, this map is essentially, like, super well lit up because of all the lava everywhere, but at the same time, there are dark spots on these little islands that mobs can spawn on, and you have to deal with them, which is always surprising. There is enough darkness for mobs to actually spawn. What are we doing on loot? Loot was looking very plentiful. Haven't had to deal with much skeletons, so our gear is pretty pristine. And actually, we haven't really had to deal with many zombies either. I think the only zombies we've really seen are from the spawners. Outside of that, it's mostly been creepers on the islands and stuff like that. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, looks like we're getting closer towards our first major structure. Just continue grabbing all of this stuff. We'll probably set up our base of action near the entrance of this, or in the entrance of this, given that this is probably going to be a... this is where our first real combat is going to start. Oh boy, I'm out of coal. Okay, well, time to grab some more. This is probably going to be where our first actual major combat is going to be, so getting a base set up over here. What biome are we in? Desert Hills, okay. Assuming we can find like a bed or something, which I would hope Moldy would do that. Give us a nice bed near the area of this. One preferably not in a hell biome. I can understand putting the bed in the hell biome. As quirky as it is. An old CTM trick. Which not a lot of people actually do anymore. Good old hell biome bed. I almost want to say, the last time I recall seeing it, I've probably seen it once or twice since then. The last time I really recall seeing it, actually no, I didn't even see it in that map. I remember UT3, the version that Amlep gave us, or gave me at the very least, did not have the hell biome bed that the normal version had. So I didn't accidentally sleep in the bed and like just blow up like he was hoping. But yeah, a lot of people get hit by that one. It's one of those. Oh no, we're pick. One of those quirky little tricks that CTM mapmakers do. I miss little things like that. Just like, gotcha! You weren't paying attention. Because it's one of those things that not really many people do, or maybe many people know about, and it's just specifically players, like players who aren't veterans of the CTM genre, probably don't know about. I mean, they know that, you know, sleep in the nether, you sleep in the end, your bed explodes, but they don't know. You know, mapmakers can fairly easily manipulate what biome a specific block column is, and then throw only the two block columns that a bed is in into Hell biome, and then you blow up and you go, what the hell? Classic jerky CTM map maker tricks. Oh, well, to hell with you too. Those are always little tricks that you can kind of tell when you watch someone playing, and you can always tell if they're probably newer. Not necessarily newer, but not as much of a veteran. Because that's one of those things, like, every time I see a bed I sleep in it that's not in place, it's like, alright, what biome's this in? Alright, it's a safe biome, let's go. Okay, I think we're supposed to go this way. Ooh, that looks like the monument. That's obviously a safe place, right? Obviously. This pillar up to here, staircase up to here. Alright, look at that. We found ourselves the monument. Woo! And something under the monument. Woo! What biome was this? The void. Okay. Endermen can spawn in the void. So I guess really the only mobs we're going to have to worry about over here are Endermen. Which I guess is good. Yeah, black wool. Okay. Hey, it's cool. What's below the monument? That's the important question. Hello? Hello? Oh, there's a bed down here. Alright, important time. The void. This will blow up the bed. I'm 100% positive that will blow up. Because I know I've slept in the end and the bed exploded. And I cried. I cried. So is there any area near here? See, this is the kind of trap a CTM map maker would do. Any spawnable area, or any area near here that's not void? Because that's where we want to set up our bed. And probably our base. Just in general, the base. Alright, let's try and find some non-void. Oh, I see that ghast over there. Non-voidness. Wiggy here. Or not Wiggy. Moldy, you're a terrible person for this. Because I know. I can guarantee there at least a few people probably just slept right in and exploded. A fire. Fiery mess. There's a chest here. There are 12 emeralds on the map. That means you can lose 3. Interesting. Looking for the non-void baby tonight. Oh. That's how it's going to be, Moldy. Let's try going out a little bit. There we go. Desert Hills. This, I dub thee, our home. Alright, let's make sure some space around this bed. Let's set up a base here. Perfect. Perfect! Make sure the lighting is plentiful around the general area. There we go. I see this as being our first home base. We'll have to go grab that stuff. Obviously, it's not going to be as fantastical. No. You're in the wrong place. Not going to be as fantastical as a normal base, because we don't have a huge amount of chests at the moment. We can change that. Oh, we can change that. Okay. I think we've gotten into a good place for today. And actually, let's investigate. Let's drop off some stuff. I'm gonna have to resort all this off screen, but let's at the very least drop off all the things that don't immediately need to be in our inventory at the moment. So I can grab those other chests. Okay, let's keep that at the very least. Let's investigate those other chests real quick. And then we'll probably want to call it there for today. A little shorter of an episode, but running low on time at the moment, so it'll have to do for today. Alright, over these. Okay, some minor supplies. Next in this one. Because I apparently dropped off mine. Moldy didn't hide anything in there. The fun thing with single player maps is that you can hide stuff in the ender chest, and the other player can acquire it. Little, probably lesser known fact. Multiplayer, it breaks completely and you can't get stuff out of the chest, but single player, you can get stuff in that chest. Alright, well, fantastic. That gives us our little base. And hell, let's go one step further. Oh, come on. One step further. Half a base. Alright, well, that's going to do it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining, as always. We made progress, I suppose. It didn't feel like a lot of progress because we didn't find, didn't do any wolves today. But we did find, and actually that looks like a wool dungeon itself. But we're kind of low on time. But we found the wool monument. We found, most likely, our first dungeon there. We set up our base of action. Only died once. We could have easily died a second time there if we weren't paying attention to what biome that was in. But overall, I think things went well. But that's going to do it for today. Everyone, thanks for joining as always. I'll catch you all next time. Bye!